Look at Linton Vassell, 6'4" and a 5-inch reach advantage over Sokoudjou.
See the pacing back and forth of Linton Vassell.
You ready, sir? You ready, sir? Let's go, fight!
Round number 1. Tonight's Fight Clock is brought to you by Miller Lite, the original Pilsner. Cheers, it's Miller time. Feint with the right hand by Sokoudjou. Again a feint. Blue gloves for Sokoudjou, red gloves for the Englishman Vassell. So moving to the inside, good sprawl from Sokoudjou. Commitment, Jimmy, and he hits the takedown, does Linton Vassell.
Yeah, he has to keep Sokoudjou down. One thing about Sokoudjou, stockier build, he can pop back to his feet a lot easier.
Just like he does on cue. So quickly taking the back. See one hook in.
This is exactly where Sokoudjou did not want to be early in this fight.
Well, grab the glove. You can grab his arm, not the glove.
No sweat yet. Much easier to get a submission early on in a fight.
Dan Mergliata just warned Sokoudjou, don't grab the glove. Sokoudjou desperately trying to defend.
Yeah, but he's controlling the wrist. Only has one hook in. The cage is preventing that other hook. And Sokoudjou, good move.
But for the backdoor escape, not through the back door, out the side door. Sokoudjou back to his feet. Download the new Spike app and watch some of Bellator's biggest names and best fights anytime, anywhere for free. Apologies on my voice. It's about 60% tonight, but I'm hanging in there. The British invasion is inspiring my vocal cords to fight through.
About half the crew is coughing. A lot of people sick tonight.
I feel great, just a dodgy throw, Jimmy. I said dodgy because it's the British invasion, by the way.
I'm proud of you, Sean.
2 minutes gone, round number 1 of this light heavyweight fight. Sokoudjou versus Linton Vassell. Using the hashtag Bellator MMA from Tito Ortiz. Patrick Willis of the San Francisco 49ers. On Twitter, hashtag Bellator MMA. There is Michael Venom Page, Jimmy. Also use the hashtag tonight, the British invasion.
Now,
the open half guard now of Sokoudjou.
I wonder what he thinks about Brennan Ward calling him out. It's a fight I'd love to see. Right now, Linton Vassell doing what he needs to do, putting pressure on in half guard. Just like he said, not trying to rush, not trying to explode and use a lot of energy. Much more methodical with his pacing than he was against the champ Emmanuel Newton.
Posturing on his hip, out of half guard. Vassell hooked the far leg a moment ago, now walking up. Forearm smash from Vassell, but that's really to clear space.
He's so tall, he's able to trap in a crucifix position the right arm of Sokoudjou with that knee. That's hard to do.
Unfettered shots now. Not a full crucifix, but you see Sokoudjou's right arm caught.
That was in good position to pass. He's not putting that instep on the leg to pull that right arm out. He's using that knee and leg instead to crucifix and trap the arm of Sokoudjou. Usually you put that on the instep and pass, but he's trying to trap the arm. It's a good strategy for ground and pound.
Vassell looking very fluid with his top game, trying to throw the elbows and the forearms. There's an elbow to the body.
What Sokoudjou's trying to do is get on the leg, get momentum, and sweep across the body. Now he's trying to come out the leg, come out the back door, and it's a little too slow. So far on the ground, Linton Vassell just a step ahead of Sokoudjou.
One hook in now for Vassell.
Now both. Sokoudjou's trying to do is put his weight on Linton Vassell, so Vassell can't stretch him out with his hips. It's better to have your weight on your opponent if you have your back taken.
So a lot of time, as you see, remaining in round number 1. 40 seconds to go.
Yeah, this is where he doesn't want to be on the ground, face down, getting flattened out. He's doing everything he can to avoid that.
Vassell again thinking rear naked choke in a smother position there. Lost it, back to the smother.
He's cranking, but his arm isn't under the neck yet.
Sokoudjou forced to play a lot of defense here in the opening round.
So far, it looks a lot like the Emmanuel Newton fight. And the pacing's better, but he's all over his opponent, putting a lot of pressure on the ground.
Another attempt at a rear naked choke finish. Both hooks in for Linton Vassell.
Right. Nice job, guys.
Summer Daniels is sick and you're sick. Weird. Weird, Sean. Okay.
Moving right along to round number 2. Tonight's judges have been assigned, he said quickly, by the Mohegan Tribe Department of Athletic Regulation, which is headed by the outstanding Mike Mazzulli. And Jimmy, your scorecard tonight is brought to you by Cricket Wireless. Something to smile about.
10-9 Linton Vassell. Based on that positional dominance, he was trying to finish the fight with submissions. Easy 10-9.
Low kick from Sokoudjou, then missed with the left hand. Push kick from Vassell. Dropping to the body now.
Sokoudjou does not want to play this outside game. He's got to get inside, use his power shots. Linton Vassell kind of surprisingly moving forward a lot on his punches and kicks. He's not playing the outside, he's not throwing a lot of jabs. Look at him, he's moving forward. You don't always want to do that if you have the range advantage, but he's obviously confident with it.
And Bellator MMA, CompuStrike brings you the numbers.
18-4 for Linton Vassell. I wouldn't say either guy has hurt the other. Mostly a ground fight. It's the longest kickboxing match we've seen so far in this fight.
That's a good left hand. That backs off Sokoudjou, then steps right back inside. Vassell Jimmy had an interesting assessment of Sokoudjou. He said his best attribute is explosiveness, but once that initial burst of aggression wears off, he fades badly.
You and I called his fight an affliction against Babalu. Similar situation. A great first round, faded late and was submitted. Let's see if Vassell can do the same.
2 weeks from tonight, Friday night, March 13th, Spike's Friday Night Lights Out kicks off with Premier Boxing Champions, when superstar Andre Berto battles Josecito Lopez, plus hard-hitting Sean Porter takes on Roberto Garcia. It's all live and free. Friday, March 13th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Spike. Jimmy, I'm so happy for you. You are going to be one of the commentators on Spike's boxing series. Later on tonight, Bellator MMA, you will be speaking to Andre Berto. Now both hooks in for Vassell, flattening out Sokoudjou.
That's exactly where he doesn't want to be. Not just with his back taken, but flattened out against a taller opponent. Very heavy hips. He could finish this right now, Sean. Just needs to put some strikes together.
You see Dan Mergliata stepping in for a closer look.
Even now, in this position, Vassell is thinking submission. He's trying to open him up for a choke rather than finish it with ground and pound.
Those are thudding shots. To your point, Jimmy, you see Vassell trying to get Sokoudjou to raise up. Mergliata telling Sokoudjou, you've got to do something.
If he doesn't move, he's going to stop this right now.
The end is very near. Vassell can see the finish line.
That's it.
And he reaches it. TKO win, round number 2 for Linton Vassell.
Sokoudjou just had nowhere to go. Linton Vassell too heavy. That length advantage, able to flatten him out. Once that position was attained, man, it's hard to get back.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Bellator cage, referee Dan Mergliata steps in to wave off the contest due to unanswered strikes. Official time, 3 minutes, 18 seconds. Into round number 2, the winner by TKO, Linton, the Swarm Vassell.
Jimmy's in the cage.
I'm here with your winner, Linton Vassell. When you lost to Emmanuel Newton, you said it made me a better fighter, it made me a more patient fighter. Is that how you felt tonight?
Yeah, but I still feel like, I could have done better. I wanted to finish him in the first round. He's good at stopping me from ground and pounding him. He's held my arms, stopped me from taking him down. So, obviously it was slippery, but I got the win in the second round. But I definitely feel like I've got better.
How does it feel to have Team UK up 1-0? How does that add to your victory, man?
That's 2. Brendan Ward, so it's 2-0.
Brennan Ward's an American. He does not count. 1-0. Well, I'm arguing about that, man.
The GB sign, so the tracksuit on our side, so that's 2-0.
How does that add? How does that feel, man?
It feels great, you know. It feels great representing my country. And, you know, to come here and fight in front of all you American fans, yeah, it's a great honor.
You heard it. Let's give it up for Linton Vassell, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Francis Ngannou. Subscribe now.